like spending as well. It's expected that spending will say what he knows. And the lawyers on all sides, because let's bear in mind that it's not only the SAN, there's also a lawyer for the public. There is a lawyer from the Nigerian Bar Association. There are lawyers from the Nigerian Bar Association. There are lawyers representing the music artists, the entertainment industry. There are lawyers from FIDA. There are a lot of interested parties in this case. And all these people are going to cross-examine these witnesses. So even if one person does not remember to ask a question, the other will. It's a collective work. It's collective. Everybody on the part of on that side, they are all agenda, and there are also lawyers from the DPP, the Directorate of Public Prosecution, who are also there to cross-examine these witnesses. So the beautiful thing about cross-examination is that the sky is your starting point. There are no limits. The only way a lawyer will be stopped from speaking is when you are visibly badgering the witness. But if you are not badgering the witness, you are asking questions within the scope of the initial examination in chief that the person has given, then you are good to go. The whole idea of cross-examination is to puncture possible lies, to puncture ambiguity, and to be able to bring out the truth from the witness. That's the whole idea of cross-examination. So let us just be rest assured. We have a lot of lawyers. We keep shouting about Mohbad's lawyer, but Mohbad's lawyer. But let's also remember that there are other lawyers too that are going to cross-examine, and everything will be recorded by the court. And all those answers to all those questions will help the court to come to a conclusive. And remember, there's something that we always forget. The court also looks at demeanor of a witness. As you are giving your testimony before a court, the judge or the magistrate is looking at your demeanor. It counts. Your demeanor counts. It counts for something, because the judge is probably looking at you to see how your physical reaction to the questions. So not just your answers will be written down, but sometimes some judges go the extra mile to note the demeanor of witnesses, to be able to arrive at, is this person lying? Is this person saying the truth? Are there contradictions? So if these two witnesses are able to go in, then there is a lot of hope. A lot of hope. If we keep dragging and dragging, I just really want to appreciate Uncle B for what he said. The end was just everything. Like, you cannot, if you have been doing the same thing for a long time and you are getting the same result, it's time to step aside. It's time to step aside and let things be done properly. We're not running this thing like a market. It has to be organized, because people are asking for accountability. They have to get the result of whatever their money is going in for. So come Monday, the SCN will go introduce himself and let the court know that he's coming in. Normally in the Corona Court, because Corona Court does not operate like a regular magistrate court. It's a court that has jurisdiction, don't get me wrong. But the rules of the magistrate court is not applicable. The Corona Court is run by the Corona Court law, Corona System Law 2007. That's what guides the Corona Court. So the chief coroner is in charge of the court, and it's just a fact-finding court. Just a court to find facts, put these facts together to be able to ascertain what, how, when the deceased died, with the help of the expert testimony, which is the result of the toxicology and the autopsy. So, I mean, that's basically it. I don't know if anybody has further questions, but that's basically it.
So we shouldn't be actually be able to detect your word. You said, so we shouldn't be expecting any magic on Monday.
I'm sorry, but I'll be honest. The court is the court is not a Father Christmas. You have to ask for what you want before the court gives to you. Do we understand? Before any court can grant you anything, you would apply. That's how it's done. You would apply. So if you are not, if you don't ask for something, you cannot get it. So I don't really understand what's this propaganda of a truck is coming, the witnesses will be in the truck. I'm not buying that. This is something I do every day of my life, so I don't really understand it. We have not even, the SCN has not even introduced himself to the court. Why don't we wait for that to happen first? We are relying on his privileges to help us get an edge. That's the fact. I mean, it's his privilege that we intend to say, okay, fine, an SCN is coming, we believe that the magistrate will grant him some audience and all that, and that's it. So I don't really know. There's no fire brigade approach to it. It's what it is. The court would, you ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. That's the way we run the court. You come by way of application, either oral, written, depending on how the rules of court apply. But you have to ask. So you cannot bring witnesses that have not put their deposition in now. It's not possible. And these witnesses too, they want to have their lawyers on their back to sit and help them, because they'll also feel they'll be on the defensive. So that's how it works.
Thank you so much, Mama A2. Thank you so much. So now we shouldn't be expecting a lot. Or waiting for a luxurious boss on Monday. Anyway, we're just gonna take it by step by step. So Anne, over to you. You have the floor, Anne.
I agree with what Mama A2 said. I think this is, while I was hearing everybody talking, it's important that as I keep saying yesterday, the communication bit, the excitement or the euphoria of wanting to come out and, try to convince people about GoFundMe should be guided. Stop trying to convince people. Stop trying to convince me about GoFundMe. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. It's as simple as that. And every other person. Just like you said earlier, as accountability people are asking for, everybody knows the benefit of having funds for Baba Mohbad, which is good. But sometimes there's this euphoria of coming to give information, and then people just run with it and think it's law. There are processes. Now, as much as we think Nigeria is, what do you call it? Is an animal kingdom, as some people think. You have to understand processes and structures still work as a country. So just as the barrister, is saying, she's right. This story of is coming to bring a luxurious boss. She's the chief magistrate of the court, of the coroner court, or the chief judge of the federation that is going to give order, and then it's done. It's just stupid. So, and that's why I'm of the opinion, as we're saying, control information that come out of everybody who's on, whether you call it legal team, Baba Mohbad's aides, or voice of Baba Mohbad, whatever that is. Control the information that come out. Because as much as people who have brains can think, there are some people who you would say intellectually they may not be that, advanced to think and say that's just some hogwash that is coming out there, or just some excitement, talking. So yeah, I think for me, more importantly, I hope that, what's his name, that spending guy, that he comes out to give a clear, narrative of what's happened. For the one of the show, I'm not too bothered, but the one in the house, I really hope he comes out to say the truth, so that we can actually, maybe that would help. And Mama Etu, you're the legal professional here. I hope his testimony would get them to shine light on the people in the house. Now, let's assume the toxicology, is not read on Monday. But if it's read on Monday, maybe that would push the.
Sorry to come in, Mama A2. Okay, sorry, go on. I'm sorry to come in, Mama.
Is that spending comes, and actually today, I hope Monday there's no fainting. I hope he's okay, he's calm, and he doesn't have anxiety issues, where he comes out and then he says, hones light on what happened in the house. Because even if I go from his last inquest, where he said, if I'm correct, please correct me, for most of you who were there live in person, about the fact that there was a fight or something at Orchid. Okay, Wunmi wanted to drop down at Orchid Estate, if I remember, something like that. So I hope he comes out to talk more about that. Because to me, if I'm thinking that it was that bad, where they were at loggerheads, I don't know if I heard something about, really even trying to get physical. I don't remember that now. But if he comes in and starts to narrate the story, I think that would help people who are cross-examining him to begin to confirm as to what really happened in the house. Because that is the still blood area for me, as to what really happened when that boy got back home. All those their lies about Mohbad being alive on Monday and all of that crap, on Tuesday when the nurse came, is not adding up for me. So I hope he comes out when he gets there, no anxiety, and sheds light on it. And that should help with the case. That's all I'll say for now. Somebody else can continue.
Can I interject the part, you a little big please. In an area where Spain said when they get back home and there were a little bit of fight within some of them in the house, I guess it's high time that Spain need to put a little bit of clarity in that part, because people in Nigeria do not know the word. They always mix this word. There's a difference between when you have an argument and when you have a fight. Adura also made the same thing too during the time during his testimony at the coroner inquest. So we need to know the difference between we having a fight, mobile had a fight with people, or maybe he had an argument. So on Monday, you need to clarify that part. Did all of them have a physical fight with Mohbad, or they have an argument? Because I know that most of the Nigerians, when we want to talk, we don't always specify if it was, he had a fight with them, whereas it's just a mere argument. So we want to know, did they have a physical fight, or they just only had an argument? So that's the part I really want him to clarify when they get to Monday. So I get that with cross-examination. I guess the legal team needs to hammer on that part. That what led to the fight? What actually crossed the fight? So is it that all of you fought with him, or all of you fought with him, or you only have an argument with him? So we don't know that. So that's just what I want to say.
Sorry, thank you, Bossman. Mama A2, there was a narrative that was going about that the New Sun and the Baba legal team are coming with lorries of suspects.
Luxurious boss.
That's a wrong narrative. Mama A2, please, can you enlighten us on that? Because
Anna's already said talk about it.
I think she just cleared that.
Okay, thank you. God bless you. Because there are some hosts or people that are saying that they said they are coming with Tata, the big boss, Shuku Emeka Motors that goes to Abuja, that they are coming to pack everybody. Even Bossman will be part of the bus. So we should not expect on that day now. Okay, thank you, Mama A2. I've just been told. We should not expect that day now. They're not saying, but they say about legal team. They will not come with legal team again. Please, get it right and get the facts. You understand? So God bless you. I didn't know she has attended to that. Thank you.
Please, I would like to ask a question concerning this pathologist of a thing. Mama Itu, okay, she's not. Like, we're expecting them to bring the autopsy results and the toxicology results. But we need to be sure that do we have persons who can actually, cross-examine that thing, like a professional too, who can also, who can probably be our own kind of, pathologist, who can also look at the result and confirm that, okay, this is valid or this is correct. Or we just rely on what they bring to us and we will admit.
I think Mama A2 has already said something about that. Okay, she's back. Said something about.
So for that, there's already a pathologist on ground. But it's almost impossible for the pathologist to look through those documents on the spot and give a response, right? The ideal thing is for him to be given and then a response at a further date.
Okay, that's your network. Okay.
That's it.
We did not hear you. You've been talking. We could not hear you. Well, all what you said, your network went down, so you have to repeat yourself again. I'm here too.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I think it's my Wi-Fi. So, I said, normally, when a pathologist is invited, maybe from the family as independent pathologist, invited to do an overview of the results that was given or produced by the state pathologist, the ideal thing is to give them time, ample time, to look at it. It's not like, for example, I'm not a doctor, but I will speak from a lawyer's perspective. When a lawyer serves me a court process in court, I cannot respond immediately. I would address the court and say, my lord, I was just served. I need time to look at the document to decide if I want to respond. So there's a pathologist on ground. He will be in court, although he wants to be anonymous, and that is important, so that people don't begin to know him and they do not go accusing him that he collected bribe. So he wants to remain anonymous, which is great, but the pathologist will require time to respond. So it's not possible for Baba's pathologist to say, okay, the result is okay on that very day. It will be at a further date that he will now come up with his own reports as regards that results. Please, did everybody hear what I said?
Yes, clear.
Thank you.
Okay, because the reason why I ask is because we should definitely know that it's not possible for them to end the inquest on Monday. It's just impossible from my own view anyways. It's impossible. And we can also tell that the public legal team have also I think that they've gotten a pathologist too, you understand, to also do the same thing, of which, just like you said, they will need time. So we just need, and I'm hoping that with this new SAN, we'll be able to buy more time to actually do and to, leave no stone unturned. Well, that's clear now. That's clear.
All right, Lady Ryan, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much. So, my thing is, I don't know. I think I'm lost with the information. Is the pathologist still going to the coroner inquest? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Pathologists will have to be there because they will read, if the report is out, they will read it out.
Yes.
I don't know how the magistrates will run her court. I keep telling you that regardless of every rules of court, the court is instilled with a discretionary power.
Yes.
So she can say, I'm too tired, I can't read it.
Yes.
But it will be safe for it to be read in open court.
Yes.
By her or I don't know, it depends on the magistrate because I don't like to preempt the courts.
Yeah.
So if it is the pathologist will be there, he will not be known or identified. He will listen, and then the legal team will now find a way to introduce him to the registrar of the court so that he can get a copy, which will now become a certified true copy, being a public document.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going to be. So he will need time to look at it, to read it, because even me, if you serve me a court process, as simple as a motion, I will need time. The law even gives us 7 days to respond. So you will need time to look at it, to respond, if he has possible objections and all of that.
Yes.
But it would have been better if this pathologist was the one that was present at the time of the autopsy.
Exactly.
It would have been better.
Exactly.
But what do we do? We are here now.
And with all of this is money too, to retain the pathologist, and they will need to pay him, right? Mama A2.
Of course. I've said it before. To do case in this country, let me say something. I don't mean to sound offensive. Please don't get me wrong. But in Nigeria, justice is very difficult for the poor to get. Because it costs money. To hire a lawyer costs you money. To file paperwork costs you money. To fight your enemy costs you money.
Yeah.
So, me, I will say the truth because the truth will set me free. Baba needs money.
Yeah.
He does. But just the way and manner the GoFundMe came to us was quite distasteful. That is why people voted. But he needs money. And the introduction of an SCN is a good idea. It's okay.
Yeah.
See, there can never be too many lawyers. The more the merrier. Who doesn't like to do division of labor?
Yeah.
I love it. If we have a team of lawyers, when my bosses gets because SANs, when they have election petitions, they will normally get medium law firms to join them. So that it can be because when there's election petitions, we have photocopier machines in our cars. You don't sleep. They'll lodge in hotels. You are printing 247. You are working. So the more the merrier. There's some people that are in charge of research. There's some people that are in charge of drafting. There's some people that are in charge of vetting. After the people that draft, then some people are there to read, to check for grammatical errors.
Yeah.
So the more the merrier. It makes it better. But just that everybody just wants things to be properly done, and it's not too much to ask. So if we can get our acts right and we move forward and we hope for the best, the SCN will definitely deliver. It's now a team of lawyers. There's no more excuse that the excuse initially is that because the head of the legal team is abroad. Okay, we now have one that is on ground.
Exactly.
Let's hope for the best.
Exactly. We have one that's on ground now, so let's hope for the best, like you said. And I hope that everyone can cooperate, with each other, so that we can get the best also from this legal team. I hope they won't end up dragging them and all of that. So it is what it is. We know that we have the GoFundMe is still out there, and I'm promoting that at all means, by all costs. At all means, by all costs, okay? So, or rather, by all means, at all costs. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's out there. If you want the GoFundMe link, you can. I don't know how we can start spreading that, or how we can start sharing the GoFundMe link, and also the Access Bank link. Access Bank account. We have that as well. So if you don't feel comfortable paying money into or contributing into the GoFundMe, you can do that with the Access Bank account as well. We have the account number. I don't know if I can pin it here. If you want to make your contribution, please go ahead and make your contribution. I've been here for over 5 hours. I'm tired right now, but I still have to scream this out loud. Please donate when you can. If you can, please stop spreading lies and stop discouraging people who want to pay. Because if you don't, who wants to make that contribution. If you don't want to make the contribution, if you don't need to make a contribution, please, it is not by force. Do not contribute. But if you want to contribute, if you want to help this justice for Mohbad, please do that. Accountability is a must. You will know what your money is being used for. They're going to tell you everything that they have used the money for. So let us stop spreading the lies that, you put that money, it's a scam. They want to, because these people are not ready to donate. That's the truth. Most people who say things like that, they're not ready to contribute. It's just sit and talk. But action, this is the action now. This is the time that we are talking about. I cannot overemphasize this. We've talked about this several times. All the petitions we were crying and asking for that flew from the legal team from their table. Think about it. Who would have done it? Please, it is important that we know what this money is being used for. Okay? I think I had a breakdown of what the money will be used for. I don't know if Mama A2 has broken that down as well. Mama A2, did you break anything down?
No, I didn't break it down.
Okay, so thank you. It's not rocket science. We have to, they didn't ask for this money before. Some of the things that we wanted the legal team, Barrister Taiwo, to do, he couldn't do some of these things because they didn't have funds. There's no money to do them. And now you have a new legal team that is added to this legal team. There's an extension right now, expansion of that team, and they will need to pay them. Where will they get the money from? That's why they are coming to you, the public, who asked for a SÄઆng. You asked for a SÄઆng. So when I hear people say, don't contribute, don't do this, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Were they not clamoring for a SÄઆng as well? Right? We're asking for a SÄઆng. Now you've got a SÄઆng. Baba did the one he had to do. Got his lawyer. People say they are not comfortable with that. We still need a SÄઆng. They have now expanded. The lawyer that is there has decided, okay, let us expand. Bring in a SÄઆng. They've brought a SÄઆng. Are we not going to still pay the SÄઆng? So hopefully we begin to see results. The more we do and the more positive we are, the better results that we can get from this. Please let us come together and do what we have to do. Play your own role. Anywhere you find yourself, tell them the truth. I'm going to read this again, like I did yesterday. I will read it again. And, so that you see what the money is being used for, okay? Well, number one, the SÄઆng is, they're going to pay the SÄઆng. He's charging 10 million. He charged 10 million. So 10 million naira is what the SÄઆng is asking for. Let me see. The SÄઆng is asking, I did a breakdown yesterday. Yes, the SÄآng is asking for 10 million. From out of this money, they will give the SÄÁng 10 million. Think about it. He will be paid 10 million. And then you have the comprehensive autopsy and toxicology testing. It's not going to be free. They'll have to pay for this. Excuse me. So you're going to have the autopsy and toxicology testing. The autopsy, I was told, will take place, they will have to do the test in Nigeria, but the toxicology will be sent out to the States for them to be able to carry out that testing, okay? Isn't it money? Isn't it money? And we go on our platforms and we begin to scream, oh, they should have done a private autopsy and toxicology. They should have done it. The pathologist will take his money. He would still collect money for his for the conduction. What's the word now? For conducting the autopsy and also the toxicology that they will send overseas. They will pay for it. And these are not just. We're not talking about $50 here. Oh, sorry, 15,000 naira. You understand? It's a lot of money. They will pay them. Okay, if you all want to see results, we all want to see results. Why don't we cooperate? Why are we like this? We always ask for this, we'll ask for it, and at the end of the day, they have made the provision for these things. This is the time for us to help each other. This is the time for us to see results, and now we are backing off. Some people are backing off and telling other people, stop instigating people not to pay. Stop it. If you don't want to put money in that account, it's okay. But don't stop telling other people and cooking up stories and all of that. I just said it. Or don't we need the private autopsy? Truly, truly. But if the result comes and it's okay and it's what we're hoping, then it's okay. You people don't know what we're gonna hear on Monday. We don't know what is going to happen on Monday. We don't know what will happen on Monday. Nobody sees. Nobody's seeing it. Nobody knows. Nobody has the what's that thing? The crystal ball to tell you what is going to happen. So we need money for that. If it goes left, then we have the pathologist who is already sitting there, will listen to what they have to do, will also come through the legal team so that they can go through the court system. Mama Itu, you're here to help me. Go through the court system and ask and order for the results so that he can go through that result and then know what to do to, if we need an autopsy, right? A private autopsy or a toxicology. He will know. He will tell us. But we will need to pay for that, for his services. Yes. It's money. Abi, Mama Itu.
Yes, it's money, because if we want to do a private autopsy now, we have to go to the High Court. Baba Aloba is going to be the applicant. So he's going to join the police, because the police are the body was exhumed at the instance of the police. Remember that it's the police that made the application to the Federal Ministry of Health.
Yes.
To assist them to come and exhume the body.
Yes.
So we have to involve the police will have to be joined as a party so that they can know that okay, we want to get an order so that we can conduct our private autopsy. And that's how it will be. So Baba will pay for it.
That's right. So you see, they will need to pay. Private autopsy is money, right? So then you talk about, let's not even go to the burial. Let's go to also they will need a private investigator, right? So and these are things that I really don't want to talk on this live right now, but they will need all of these things. We know those things are needed. You understand? So that money will go towards all of these things. And then it's ridiculous for us to hear people say, why are they talking about the burial? Are we not going to bury Imole eventually? Aren't we going to bury him? You know, is he not going to be laid to rest? Eventually, he will be laid to rest. You understand? So the family don't want to start coming out now, ask for something, come out later, ask for something. Whatever they have, they will make use of whatever is left to give him a befitting burial. Please, 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 let us say no to all of these things and stick to our guns. Stick to the truth. Stick to what we believe in our hearts. Nobody's forcing anybody to put. If you want to, look at Imole. That's Imole you've been screaming that you like, you love. You've been talking about day and night. This is a time now to assist him with this case. Assist him to pay this lawyer. Assist him. And stop looking at it as a scam. Like somebody wants to take money from you. Please. Nobody is interested in anybody's money. You understand? Mr. Loba does not want the money. If you want to give him money personally, that's different. But for this justice, for the cause of this justice for mobile, it's a different ball game. They need to pay the lawyers. They need to pay them. They just put 50 million, 50. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right, sorry to interject.
That's okay.
You mentioned the burial part.
Yes.
I would like Mama Etu to also clarify something. They said after the legal state have presented the autopsy and the toxicology results that they would release the corpse to the family to, proceed to do whatever with it. And that at that point, they will stop paying for that morgue that is being kept. Is this true?
Who said that? I didn't hear that. Let me tell you what I heard you say. That after the toxicology results is read, then they will release the corpse to the family, and then from the date they release it to the family, the government stops paying for it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly. That's the word is flying around.
Okay, so I don't really know. I don't have any information. I don't know how it works in terms of body in the morgue and all that. But once the investigation, what I know is that when investigation is closed, so I think the production of these autopsy results will probably be like a lead, right? Because from the information I have, the DPP, the file has been duplicated already and sent to the DPP. So the DPP is equally waiting for these results and the coroner inquest reports. So I believe that once that happens, then they can bury. I don't know, it's up to them. I really don't know how it works in that angle, but I'll just tell you what I know. So what I know is toxicology sent to the DPP, coroner inquest information, yes, but for the body, I don't really know. I think there's a procedure for that, so I don't know.
Can I come in a little bit?
Sir? Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, Mr. Kule, Mr. Aloba have said from the beginning that without a satisfied autopsy or toxicology, there is no burial. Without DNA, there is no burial. So, if the result comes out and we are not satisfied with it, not only Aloba, we, the concerned citizen as well, then there's need for us to do a private autopsy. I think Brekete said autopsy does not take more than 3 to 4 weeks, to be honest. And he said and affirmed that he has done it not once, not twice, several times for cases that he has attended to. I normally watch him. I've been watching him for like 12 years, and I've seen where they've actually carried out, and he was saying the truth. So, regardless, if the result the government are coming to give us is not satisfied, Mohbad will not be buried. And if they stop paying for the morgue, we will pay for it until we actually get the fact. There might not even be need to do that once the truth finally comes out that we know who buying Mohbad. So the whole problem of Mohbad being exhumed was to get adequate and correct information towards what by Mohbad. That was why the body was exhumed. So giving us a false information or result won't make us bury Mohbad. So, but that's what I know as far as the burial arrangement is concerned. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lagata. Thank you, Mama Etu. I just wanted to, call the attention of Lady Ryan to whatever budget is going on, that if the government stop paying for that morgue, then there should be a budget for that. You understand? There should be an inclusion for that. So it's just,
I agree.
That's why I just
Because
brought that.
I think I get your point now. So once the toxicology is released and the government says take your body, go and bury because this is now the cause of death, so we don't need to, then from that day Baba will most likely be paying per day. So I think I understand you clearly. That makes sense. There has to be a budget for that.
That's true.
And that's why we need to try and do our quota and donate for this man, so that all these bills, all this will be covered, So may God Almighty help everyone, all the donors and everyone that is willing to. God will help us. Thank you.
Amen. Very important that we need to donate, please. Let us begin to share that. Let us donate. Let us encourage other people to donate. You've heard from everyone here. There is a need for us to donate, okay? Please, you have I don't have this thing here. I would have pinned it here. The access account and the Lagata, do you have that? The GoFundMe. The GoFundMe and yeah.
Sorry, Lady Ryan. You didn't add apart from the legal fee, the 10 million, there will still be appearances fee.
Yeah, but they said everything is okay. But
inclusive.
Yes,
Mama
it is.
Okay.
Yes, Mama Itu is here.
But the other legal team appearances fees will still be.
That's not. It's not included in that 10 million.
Okay.
It's not. That's just for the son. That's the fees for the son. But remember too, if we have the PR, right, they'll need to also take care of certain things, media things that this.
Yeah, newspaper publications.
Exactly. All the publications will be paid for as well. So many other things, right? So that is it. They need money. They need money for those things. Things happen on the ground and people don't even know what is happening and how these things are being paid for and the movement and all of that. They don't know. You understand? Now that the family is coming out and everybody is feeling the pinch.
Mama, please, there is a problem. I think people can't turn on their microphone.
Oh, really?
There is something you press. So that's a request that I turn on my microphone immediately, and it's showing 3 minutes to end.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, there's nothing here. Let me see. Setting. There's nothing. No, nothing from my end. I don't know why it's showing.
Turn off showtime. Turn off showtime. Showtime.
Okay, where is that? Okay. Oh no, where is this showtime? Where did I turn on showtime?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Now you've off the comment.
Oh my God.
I think the show times gives everybody for 5 minutes.
Oh.
So my
5 minutes to do what?
5 minutes to speak.
For real?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's remaining 2 minutes for me now. So after 2 minutes, I think it will be Mr. Kunle's turn.
Oh, it's gonna be going round like that?
Yes.
Where can I find this show time? Like
that man is in. Someone said you should go to Mike.
I'm on the mute mic. That's mute mic.
Okay. Jody, don't worry, you're the number 4.
Please, how you guys seeing this thing and I'm not? What did I watch? Oh my goodness. What is this? Where did I?
Let everybody wait for their turn as it
rankings,
is now. We have to wait for our
comment
turn.
settings. Why did I allow comments? Yeah, show the most. What?